All right, guys.
I've
This
already
is
got
your
one in my
host,
head if
Jeffrey
that wouldn't help a
Epstein,
bit.
with his partner, P. Diddy. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Respawn Archives. I am your host. This is my host here, Patrick and Will. We are back for obviously episode 2. We heard you loud and clear. We are alive and alive. About your comments, concerns, and questions.
Oh,
We are working on getting rid of the whole headset mic thing. I got a mixer, not quite ordered yet, but it will be ordered. So I can't promise you anything, but what I can do is give you false hope. So, and isn't that what we all do on a day-to-day basis? Is give each other false hope. Thanks, Hillary Clinton.
what the heck?
Well, I want to go over what we did, not necessarily last episode, but I want to go over any questions, concerns some
Quick
of you guys
recap.
had. Yeah, thank you. Uh, so I talked about the headset and the audio thing. Um, what am I missing here? Any?
Mm, just some audio and editing stuff.
Let's get to our first topic. If you think about it, we'll just pick up on it and recap it at the end of the episode here. How's that sound, people? Sounds pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds as good as cold
Works
PB and
for
J on a
me.
train. First topic. Let's talk about the two biggest villains in our arc of the last 5 years. Well,
More than
no,
that.
yeah, more than that actually. I would go
Like
back
the
what
last
80s.
2, 3 decades.
That is.
Like the 90s.
What if we just get really drunk and blasted and then come back and record in
No.
like 10, 15
No.
minutes?
No.
All right, guys.
I've
This
already
is
got
your
one in my
host,
head if
Jeffrey
that wouldn't help a
Epstein,
bit.
with his partner, P. Diddy.
That's wild. 91, I think. That's when like Diddy had his first controversy.
In 91, was it?
Yeah, so basically I don't know if you watched the documentary, but in I believe it was 91. No. I think he started doing stuff in 91. And then in 1993 he hosted a charity basketball event, and it was basically you remember what happened in I think it was 2022 with the Travis Scott concert where the people died?
Yeah, but how's Travis Scott tie into
So
this?
here's how that works. So in 93, this was like basically the same situation. A ton of people were coming in and they did not have the capacity for it, and they wouldn't open the doors yet, so people were standing at that door and just pushing on each other. People lost consciousness and stuff like that. I think like 4 or 5 people died, and this was Diddy's first like big event, and like 4 or 5 people died the first event, and he was like, oh, any press is good press. So then he just kind of built off of that, and then he made his brand, his not his brand, what is it, his record label or recording label or whatever, and he got
Was that Death
Biggie.
Row? No, that wasn't
No,
Death Row. That was.
Death Row was Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg on the East Coast, or no, on the West Coast, and then Diddy I think it was like Bad Boys or something like that, and it was he had Biggie and a couple other artists from the 90s or groups from the 90s as well. Um, like 93 was when he really started booming, and then if you want to talk about how like Travis Scott, like that happened in 2022, same situation. There was too many people there, and they all were all pushing up against each other. People passed out and died.
What
So it was like same situation, just like 30 years earlier.
did this club? Where was this club located? Since it was this Las Vegas or like an LA
Are you
club
talking
or?
about for Diddy?
Yes. Yeah.
No, it was at a college. He hosted it at a college for the charity basketball game.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know? What college?
I
So
don't remember off the
1996
top of my head.
Diddy College.
Um,
That's gonna go down.
no.
City of New York College City,
Yes.
CCNY, December 28th, 1995. Led to a
Oh, 95.
lawsuit and liability for 97 to 99.
Oh, it was 91. No, 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 no. Oh, it was nine. Was it 93? Oh no, it was 91. Yeah, this man's been doing it for a long time. 91 was like uh his like big start happened, but like Boys to Men, Run DMC, like he had a bunch of like high name artists coming in from the 90s, and that's why there were so many people there that they couldn't even accommodate all of them.
And then
It was
his
insane.
March 5th, 2016 was another big incident he had on the surveillance of the hotel when he was walking out
Oh
towards the
yeah,
elevators with his
yeah,
ex-wife or something like that.
something like that. Yeah, I
Uh
saw that video. That video was rough.
yeah, so I mean, I guess the
He
point we're trying to make here is
brother has a track record.
his track record.
But brother should have gone away for more than what he did go away for.
He's currently serving prison time for what, 2 years or something like that.
It's extremely reduced. He was facing life, but it's I think it's only like 2 or 4 years total.
4 years, 2 months
And
prison times following this October 3rd, 2025, on 2 counts of
yeah,
transportation, transportation of prostitution, 2 counts of that, and I
he was
think
getting hit with a RICO case at first, dude.
they raided his Florida home. Was it?
They raided like two of his homes.
I think.
So technically, you could say Diddy walked so Epstein could run, because Epstein didn't get his island until I believe '98.
I think Epstein was the one that walked for Diddy to run. In a way, I mean, if
Mm-mm.
Epstein's older and he's
Nah.
been doing controversy since like the '80s, and heck, even when he was in college over in, was it England, being a professor or whatever, he had issues too with younger ladies.
I mean, yes, but I'm talking like when he started doing the crazy stuff, because he bought his island in '98. And that's what everybody's talking about, Epstein's Island and the Epstein files and all of that. That happened he bought the island in '98, which is nuts. Oh, speaking of that, I've got a friend who's going to an island that is right next to Epstein's Island. He's gonna take a drone and he's gonna film Epstein's Island from the island. He's going there this summer.
Can he legally do that? Isn't there like jurisdictions of like
Nah,
air
you can
defense and
do
shit?
that. Like, nah, if you have no, if you have like a drone, like a small one, like that doesn't require a license and stuff like that, and if you're on a private island too, like of course you can fly it. I mean, you're just taking a video from far away. Why would that be an issue? There's plenty of videos of the island.
That's true.
At least by now there is. But yeah, he mentioned that to me the other day. I'm like, you have to get a video of the island, just for the lore. For lore purposes, you have to get a video of the island. I feel like it's required. I mean, I would do it,
He
but
has
I
technically
can't.
two islands. The smaller one and the large one he didn't really do anything with.
But they're like right next to each, like not like right next to each other, but they're fairly close.
Uh, Google says that his first criminal conviction occurred in June of '08 in Florida following a 25 investigation into allegations of child prostitution, which he did plead guilty and state charges of soliciting prostitution and proceeding to persons underneath the age of 18.
It
Um,
was some wild stuff.
but I know he's been doing crazy shit before that too. So that might be the major FBI investigation, it sounds like. But
Well, you think if like '08, so that was 10 years after he bought the island. That was the first like major investigation, and then once again, what like you said 2016, that's 8 years after. So, And then we all know that man didn't commit suicide. Yeah, nah. Especially
Yeah.
when you see all the people that were on that list and a part of certain things, like somebody with a lot of money who knew a lot of people put him away because that man was gonna yap.
There was
They
definitely
they they knew it.
there's probably
There's
a
definitely foul play.
bunch of people with millions and billions of dollars that
Oh
have their
yeah,
reputations on the line that were
yeah,
there's probably several hits on him.
100%.
And
I would not doubt that at all.
I think if it, you can't really compare the two, but if we are trying to compare the two, Jeffrey Epstein and P Diddy, on like the allegations
Both
and charge,
horrible.
both horrible people. They're probably up there with Hitler.
Okay, okay. Like yes, they're bad people,
Hussam
but they're
Hussein.
they're they're, they're like they're horrible people. And then you have mass genocide of a race. Like
Mass genocide of
it's
that ass.
close.
Shit, girl.
They're close, but mass genocide is definitely up there.
I I don't know. Somebody put a hit out in Jeffrey Epstein. He was in prison for what, about less than 6 months, I think. I don't even think he was in prison that long
Oh
before
no,
somebody took him out.
he wasn't in there very long. I know that was a short-lived sentence, pun intended.
I just Jeffrey Epstein had an island. He had a ranch out in Arizona or New Mexico, and he was doing this whole like solicitation of prostitutions of young underage people, specifically women across the planet. Yes, that was horrible. P Diddy was kind of this mastermind of like, I kind of control the record label and the whole media connections in LA,
Mm-hmm.
and he was forcing men and women to doing sexual acts, regardless of their
Mm-hmm.
sexual nature or whatever. Basically blackmailing them to join his parties and do these weird shit so they
Yep.
could get media attention and whatnot. So he wasn't prostituting underage minors, but he was forcing a lot of people to do stuff they weren't into to get to,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I mean, yeah, you could put them in the same book of they did some really bad, fucked up shit. But
Oh, Epstein's worse by far, though.
okay, so that's what we're agreeing with here.
Oh yeah, well,
You
hundred
got
percent.
Hitler,
Epstein's
five
worse
pounds
by
of dog
far.
shit, Epstein, and then P Diddy. So
I think the
P Diddy
dog
isn't
shit
that
goes
bad of a guy,
below.
huh?
I think you got Hitler, Epstein, Diddy, dog shit.
Hitler, Epstein, P Diddy, dog shit, 40 pounds of whale shit.
You got whale poop, and then there's you. That's a great movie.
I totally forgot. Is that SpongeBob?
No, it's Shark Tales. Shark Tales.
Maybe I'll add
With
in. I'll add that
with
in maybe. Huh?
Look, I have to start paying Don Lito protection. So everything you owe me, you owe him.
How you figure that?
Simple. The food chain. You see, on top there's Don Lino.
Right.
There's me. And there's regular fish.
Oh, that's me.
No. There's plankton. There's single-cell amoebas.
Oh, then there's me.
I'm getting there. There's coral. There's rocks. There's whale poo. And then there's you.
That's messed up.
I don't know.
with Will Smith and a couple other like high name actors for playing in that, but it's a fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. I feel like we could talk about a couple movies and TV shows as well at some point.
At some point here in the following
I feel like
episodes.
that'd be yeah. I feel like that'd be cool.
Um. So to summarize, what we're trying to point here is that Jeffrey Epstein is dead. I don't know why we're talking about it. I guess we are talking about it because they're still having that huge controversy in the government of releasing the files to dictate
They've
who was
released.
involved and not.
They've. The funny thing is with all that they've released, they've only scratched the tip of the iceberg. They say they've released all of it, but they've not. They haven't released all of it. They're still holding on to them.
I hate to say this, but I think Jeffrey Epstein's case is such a big case nationwide, not just United States wide. And there's so
Not
many
just
people with so
nationally,
much
but,
money
like,
and power
internationally.
that are involved with it that even if they were to release the files, it wouldn't be truthful and B, I don't think they will release files because there's so many people that are in power, not just like wealthy people, but people that are part of royalty or big business tycoon people worldwide. We're talking that it's just those people that have so much power and money don't want that to be released. Obviously, I just don't think
Mm-hmm.
we'll see the end of it. I don't think we'll ever see the end of it. And if it is, it'll be 100 years from now. It'll be like, oh, you know how you watch these documentaries on like the crazy shit presidents that 50 years did back when they were in office, and now it's
I
a little too
imagine
late.
there'll
You
be a
know,
documentary coming out soon about it, at least.
I mean,
I
50
wouldn't
Cent's
doubt it.
documentary on P Diddy. There,
Yeah,
there'll probably be a documentary. I don't
couple
know.
years, maybe 10.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
It's
I
bound to happen.
and I guess as far as P Diddy goes, we can only hope that he gets another case and he gets put back in jail again for. I know
Well, I think after all this, he's not going to be stupid enough. I mean, but it is Diddy. So,
he's been
who
doing this
knows?
long enough.
Probably just goes, yeah.
If he can not go to jail or get out of jail with little no time,
You know why he
I think
had
he's overly
those
confident.
like, you know why he had those freak offs though, right?
Uh,
Like, it
like
was
the
because
all
of his
white
mom.
party.
Yeah, like the all white parties and stuff. It was because of his mom. So when he
His mom's
was
into it.
young, no. So when he was young, like I'm talking like a kid and even teenager, his mom would throw parties at her house. So he grew up around that type of stuff. And then obviously he wanted money, power, fame, all that. So he kept that same mindset from when he was young and seeing all that. And he's like, I want to do that, but bigger. So that's why I also think that's a reason he's like, oh yeah, this is just a part of life. This is what it's supposed to be.
You know, they say a lot of lifestyles based around people that become pimps or based on the abduction and abuse between women that were older than them at a very young age, or specifically their mother. So, I mean, he's not technically, the classic street pimp, but he's definitely done a lot of
Mm.
things to do with prostitution and legal. You get what I'm trying to say. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. There might be some similarities in that case. Yeah, I'm curious to see if he gets put back in jail for more time. I think he
I doubt
definitely
it.
deserves more time. I think he has a lot to do with
Same.
a lot of, yeah, screwed up shit. But that's like 4 years out, so roughly he'll
Yeah.
probably get good time or some shit like that.
Yep, that's my guess. It gets out in like 2 years.
Did you hear about that? Texas, what was it? The not Omar, what's his name? He's running for Texas Senate or Texas governor or something like that, and he dropped out of the race. He's the one that had that huge case against him on what's her name that committed suicide. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hmm.
Does that ring a bell? I think
What was
he
he
should
running for?
either Senate or governor of Texas. Omar or something like that.
Well, like describe it again. Like,
He was running for
uh,
governor or
uh,
Senate, and he had an assistant or something like that, and he basically blackmailed her into doing sexual things with him, like basically having sex. And keep in mind, this woman is married with kids, and she wasn't into it. But when your job's on the line, and she ended up committing suicide, and now they're
oh,
wondering if
Tony Gonzalez.
yes, him, and he recently dropped out of the race, which I'm glad, but I think he should still be charged and prosecuted with time or maybe even a death penalty for basically the cause of her murder. I mean, this is
He was a Texas
very
Republican. Admitted to extramarital affair with his former staff member who died by suicide in September of 2025. Claims he is being blackmailed by the staffers. The widower and who released the messages that allegedly show Gonzalez asking for pics and steering the conversations towards sexual directions. That's crazy. I didn't even know about this. And I live in Texas. I haven't heard anything about this.
yeah. I thought it was crazy that he's just kind of walking away from it.
Well, I mean, when you've got money and power,
I mean, I
you
wouldn't
get
elect him
away
in
with
if you're
some
that type of
stuff.
monster. To
Well, no, of course not. But also, it's like when you got money and power, you get away with a lot of stuff that a normal person wouldn't. Like a football player. A football player has money and he's known, or basketball player like professional athletes, if they get a DUI, yeah, they get charged. But then, oh yeah, it's just all right. Now they're back to playing sports, and it's like it never happened 2 weeks later. But if a normal person does that, they're charged and arrested and do the time for intoxicated driving.
DW. What's the difference between DUI and DWI or something like that? There's a difference, isn't there? It sounds similar.
DUI and DWI are the same thing. It's just two different ways of saying it. DWI is driving while intoxicated. DUI is driving under the influence. So, either way, whether it's drugs or alcohol, it's the same. It's the same thing. Just different way to say it. I think it just depends because I think it just depends on like where you're at in the country. Either way, it's always a Dewey.
Yep. If you're gonna do it, either do it well or don't do it at all.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Don't drink and drive, guys. Please don't drink and drive.
Absolutely not. That is no, never.
But if you are gonna do it, give a shout out to Will's Instagram.
Okay. No.
You're tagged in a whole bunch of DUI posts from Texas, Houston.
Gosh. No, I don't need any part of that. But yeah, I think it just all goes to, it's like if you got money and power, you know, you get away with a lot of stuff that the average person wouldn't. And it's messed up. But
hi, I'm Mr. Krabs. I like money.
I feel like Mr. Krabs would be one of those guys. He's tied in with a bunch of stuff. We just don't know it. Have you heard about the conspiracy theories behind him, though?
Quick summarize up before I answer that question. What was his name? Martinez?
Tony Gonzalez.
So overall, what do you think there? Do you think he should be held accountable in court, or do you think he's
yeah, of course. It doesn't matter if what. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah.
And she was his assistant, I believe, right? Whatever her name was, Adriana or something.
She was like a staff member.
She still worked for him. I think she was.
I don't know.
Oh. Well, the conspiracy theories behind, yeah. The Krusty Krabs, president and founder.
Oh, no, yeah. So there is like a conspiracy theory that Krabby Patties are whale meat, and that he killed Pearl's mother.
Okay.
And adopted her because he felt bad, but he's a crab. But he has a whale daughter. So he murdered the mom, uses the mom as the Krabby Patty meat,
and keeps her in a freezer chopped up down below in the basement, probably.
Yeah, something like that, because
her mom's gotta be pretty big.
Pearl's a sperm whale. Sperm whales are some of the biggest whales in the entire world. Like, they're massive creatures.
Okay, so we know she's not the biggest whale, because the biggest whale would be a blue whale. But sperm whales are pretty big.
The biggest.
Yeah, but we know she's a sperm whale.
Biggest. But yeah, but then also it's like he's a crab, even if he did have relations with a whale. Wouldn't it be like a hybrid? You see?
Can they mate? Can they actually mate though?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe they didn't mate. Maybe she was over. What's his daughter's name?
Pearl.
Maybe that's a lie. Maybe it's not his daughter, but Pearl was already around. He killed her mother for meat to support the Long John Silver's business, and lied and say, "Oh, I adopted you, actually." And my daughter, but she's actually adopted. She's just, oh, I killed your mother, but she doesn't know that he killed her mother. And maybe that's more like. I
don't know, but I found it interesting. I was like, that's actually it's a crazy conspiracy theory about it. I thought it was funny. Not like funny, but I thought it was interesting.
What if what does Plankton make his patties out of? Because he's been trying to find the Why is it we're talking about this? And the other day in the shower, I had the idea to talk about something involving SpongeBob because in my head when I was taking a shower, it was like ravioli, ravioli. What's the formioli? And I was like, that's a great idea. We should talk about that. But happens to bring
Yeah,
it
I
up.
don't. What was the before like SpongeBob worked for Plankton for a little bit? Wasn't he doing? He was doing like some type of burgers or something, and it definitely wasn't like actual meat or something. I don't even remember. I remember the episode, but I don't remember what he used to substitute for
Wasn't
the
it
meat.
plankton or it was like
I don't
that's the
know.
long stuff that Japanese use for sushi.
Oh, seaweed.
Maybe it was seaweed.
I don't even remember.
You
I'd
also
have to
had
go back and look at the episode.
the drink. Remember the green drink that came in like a spear hourglass.
Oh yeah, like
The plankton drink or the
Mm-hmm. It was
whatever it's
some.
called.
I don't even remember, dude. It's been so long.
Man, it's
I don't remember.
travel locations for the future. What are places you would like to travel? Let's give me like off the top of your head top 5 places you would like to travel.
Top five. Uh, obviously, China and Japan for sure. China and Japan.
China and Japan. That's a
China and Japan. South Africa.
South Africa. Interesting. I didn't think you were going to say that, but okay.
China and Japan. South Africa. Um. Ooh, Greece.
Greece, isn't it kind of dangerous there
Greece,
right now?
Greece and Italy. I don't know. I haven't looked at much, but China, Japan, South Africa, Greece, and Italy. That's my top five.
China, Japan, Greece, Italy, and
South Africa.
South Africa. Okay, I think for me it would be Fiji, Bora Bora, uh, Monaco, Japan, and North Korea. No,
That would be crazy.
So, guys, we're back with another episode,
It's open
episode
to
35.
tourists. It's open to tourists.
You can walk in, but you might
Allegedly.
never walk out.
Exactly. You can't take pictures of certain things. Can't film certain things. Like it's extreme. I mean, it's North Korea. Of course, it's restrictive.
Fifth one. Oh God.
Of course, 3 out of the 4 places are like you gotta have fucking money to go to.
You gotta have money to go anywhere, my
Fiji.
man. You gotta have money to get on a plane
yeah,
and go anywhere.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
traveling
But
is
you're
money.
talking about Fiji, Bora Bora, and Monaco. Like Monaco is one of the like wealthiest places. Like you could pull up in a Rolls Royce and people aren't gonna bat an eye because they know there's cars worth $100 million down the road or something like that. Like those 3, yeah. Like you're gonna, I'm Fiji and Bora Bora. I get like beautiful tropical islands. 100% get that. Out in the middle of what is it? French Polynesia, right?
Yeah, they're east off the coast of Australia and Polynesia.
Yeah.
I kind of want to say somewhere in the Caribbean as my 5th location. Maybe just the Caribbean islands,
Oh, dude, I would love to go to St. Bart's
or
Island.
Puerto Rico, or maybe somewhere in South America. I have an old friend from high school in Brazil, so maybe go down there and see if she's still alive. But
I've thought about Brazil. The only place I thought about was like Rio, for like Carnival.
for what?
Rio de Janeiro.
Where's that located?
For,
That's
it's in Brazil. It's like
north side of Brazil, or is it down like south
no,
towards
south,
Argentina?
South. Yeah, it's south-ish, I think. I'm pretty sure it's south. But I've always thought, just because, did you ever watch the movie Rio?
I didn't.
Like
I
the
should.
blue macaws?
I watched Madagascar. They had 3 of those.
Nah, it's on the south side.
South Side. Rio
It's
de
basically like
Janeiro.
right in line with like Nambia. Nambia is in Africa.
What's those like smelling salts you can crack open when you're like working at the gym?
Yeah, there's like ammonia.
I think I'm gonna start doing one of those before I start recording a podcast from now on. So I'm like not yawning. I'm just gonna like bang it out. You know, like okay. Need something. I need to get like an
That
energy
might
drink or
work.
something, or like I don't know,
That might work.
bust out the Kool-Aid or something.
That could work. You never said a fifth one though. You
Yeah, I
had
said either the Caribbean islands
Toro-
or
oh, the
like
Caribbean islands.
maybe
Okay.
Brazil or like Puerto Rico or it's a lovely time of the year to visit the Middle East. I think maybe Iran or something like that or
Let's
Afghanistan.
go to yeah, let's go to Afghanistan, Pakistan.
I was gonna say Dubai or United Emirates, but
That's so
I have such
expensive,
mixed
dude.
feelings going there.
It's. I feel like it's really not all that. If I'm gonna be real.
It
'Cause
did,
that's
did you know
just
they got
like
hit with
it's
bombs
literally.
recently? Because Iran.
No, yeah, Iran has pulled in like almost the whole entire Middle East. Like they've been hitting U.S. air bases in multiple different U.S. and European, Israeli. Like they've been hitting all of those different types of bases
I didn't think,
across
dude.
like 14 different countries.
I didn't think Dubai was that close. Like they look like one of those cities that you just don't see
Oh
war
no, they're
in.
close.
Same with United Emirates. That's a little bit more west, but
Yeah,
um,
that battlefield spans over 3,000 miles.
tips and tricks to waking up early or keeping a schedule on a weekday when you're going to work or you're trying to go to the gym, or maybe you just have something planned for the day and you have a hard time getting up at a certain time. I want to share my tips and tricks, your tips and tricks. Don't worry, it's just a tip. But okay, help me out
Oh
here,
my
man. Start me
gosh.
off. Start me off. What's your thing? Water, alarm
Uh,
clock, phone,
nah,
punch in the
honestly, is
face.
like, nah, well, I usually only sleep like 5, 6 hours a night. Like that's at most because I'd rather sleep less and get more done. So
Uh
I'm
oh.
usually asleep by like
Wait.
midnight.
Hold up. I
What?
can't hear you. I'm losing. Mayday. Say something.
Hello,
Okay.
hello. What the heck happened?
I could hear myself, but your voice and Discord was like just like muting it so
What the
slowly. I'm
heck?
like, Mayday, we're going down. We're losing escalation
Oh
here.
my
Like,
gosh.
okay, start over
Nah,
again.
but I usually wake up around like 6 a.m. Like I just set like two or three alarms, like 6 a.m., 6:05, 6:10. I'm up by 6:10 at the latest, and then first thing I do is go make a cup of coffee. That's literally what I do. I make a cup of coffee, and then I have breakfast like an hour after I wake up, like
All
at
right.
7.
So you. Sorry.
I literally slam a coffee as quick as I can. That's how I get up.
So let me, if I'm gonna break this
Well,
down,
also
you're very
just
reliant
like
on
getting up.
caffeine and nicotine. So like you wake up, you force yourself in a zombie state to the kitchen, you pour yourself a big cup of Joe, you stand and look out the window, questioning the air pollution, light pollution maybe, as you pour out like a Marlboro Red and you stick it in your mouth. It's kind of
Nah,
like a once upon a time in Hollywood
nah.
scene, you know.
It's like the main thing is like okay, that alarm goes off. You just have to get up, like get out of bed, like just start walking around. That's like the one thing, like moving your body, like first thing when you wake up, not laying in bed and scrolling on your phone, like just getting up, like that'll help. But for me personally, I have to have a cup of coffee to start my day. It's like my crack. I'll admit that. I have at least one cup of coffee every single day. Sometimes two, if I didn't sleep well the night before. But just getting up and moving is like the biggest thing anybody should do. Just get up and move. You don't have to drink coffee or anything, but just getting up and then also getting a good breakfast, honestly. Because I used to underestimate breakfast, but having like a good breakfast helps. They do say it is the most important meal of the day. It really is. It really
Put
is.
me on
Like
the
as
test.
much as I like joke about it and everything, like it is. It's what starts your body and gets it going and charges you for the day.
Breakfast of Champions is a Java mocha frappuccino chip from Starbucks with a double chocolate chip muffin.
Those aren't even like that's not even coffee.
It
Like the
isn't.
frappuccinos, it's not coffee.
They have cream based frappuccinos, from what I understand, and they have like coffee based.
I don't know. I don't go to Starbucks, dude. I haven't gone to Starbucks in like 5 6 years. I've been making my own coffee since. I mean, dude, actually, probably longer. I've been making my own coffee for the last 8 years. The last 8 years, I have made my own coffee. I don't go out and buy coffee. If I do go buy coffee, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. And the reason I go to Dunkin' Donuts is because I can buy a large coffee for $3. You go to Starbucks and buy a large coffee, that sucker is $6.50.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm addicted to coffee. I like the taste. I can't have high amounts of caffeine. That's a subject for a different episode. But I will agree with you. Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks is my addiction.
I refuse to go to
It's my dark
Starbucks.
secret. I
It's a
don't
guilty
always go to
pleasure.
Starbucks, but I'm okay with going to Starbucks. I don't know. What
If
do
I
you
go somewhere, Dunkin's my go-to,
what do you
or
get
I
when you go to
just make it
Dunkin'?
myself. I get a large
Black,
caramel
thick.
ice. Nah, okay. No, I get a large caramel iced coffee.
Large caramel iced coffee. Do you ever get anything hot when it's super cold out, or do you always get the same?
Well, when I'm at home though, my all the coffee I make is hot. So I have three ways that I make it. Nah, I have three ways I make it. So like if I'm like lazy and I don't want to work, I literally just use a Keurig. I just throw the pot in, boom, push a button, it's
Most people
going.
do that. Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, it's super easy, super simple. But then I have a French press, which can make it stronger. So I don't know if you know about like French press, but what you do is you pour the coffee grounds in, and then you pour water on top of it, and you let it steep, kind of like tea, and then you press it down a couple times, and then it gives you a really good flavor, and also um, it's just stronger that way. And then the third way is like pour over coffee, where
Oh,
I have
drip
like
coffee.
a no, not drip coffee.
So like a glass canister, and you have like a wood
Oh, okay.
funnel, and you put like a coffee filter in it, and you pour the coffee over the
Oh, okay. So
water,
yeah,
hot
yeah.
water over the hot
That's
beans, and it just
yeah. That's
drips.
that's that's called pour over. I've never heard it called drip coffee. When I was thinking like drip coffee,
The
I was
little
thinking like
the little thimbles,
what is
ding
it?
ding ding.
No, no. I was thinking of
People are
like
like,
the
where the
older coffee.
fuck is he talking about? Like,
No, like the older coffee pots, like the old coffee pots
like World
from
War Two.
like when. No. Just like the older coffee pots where it was like, okay, you put the filter up in the top, you put the coffee grounds up in the top, and then you pour the water in the back of it, and it would slowly drip into the coffee pot. It was
So
from
basically,
like
how a coffee maker works.
well, no, yeah, but I'm talking because like lots of people use Keurigs and stuff like that now. Like,
The
I
little
mean,
cylinder,
even
plastic
I mean like
cylinders.
well, like restaurants and stuff. Yeah, they use they put the thing in and whatever. It's like the same old thing we've always done. But that's what I thought you were talking about when you said drip coffee.
Use a Keurig egg at home, and you get a caramel vanilla, or just caramel like.
It's just a caramelized coffee. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. When I go to Dunkin', I always get a kind of like a half vanilla, half brown sugar decaf latte.
Mhm.
It's usually either iced or hot, but
I
something
just
like that.
always get iced. I don't know why. I just like iced coffee a lot. I think it's because
Like iced coffee in the
I
summer, and then when
can.
it's hot out, or when it's cold out, I get hot coffee. And then, yeah,
I think I just always have liked the iced coffee because I can drink it faster.
just take the lid
Like I'm
off.
serious. No, I'm serious. I think that's like, dude. The only reason I put some creamer in my coffee is because it cools it down a little bit, gives it a little bit of good flavor, and I can drink it faster than I could if it didn't have anything in it. I get the caffeine in me as quick as I can.
Do you use any type of like I don't understand. I can't do is people wake up in the morning and they're like, the first thing I do is I put on my gym clothes and I go outside for a run or I go to the treadmill for a run. They work out first thing in the morning. I don't know how people do that, dude. I have
I
never had
can't
the
do
endurance
that.
to just wake up and be like, get out of bed and be like, yeah, we're gonna like military this shit. Like,
No, I think people also kind of lie about that. I guarantee you they're having like a cup of coffee or like some water and breakfast before they go on the run, and then another meal after for recovery. I feel like that's more realistic
so you think?
because I don't think anybody's just jumping out of bed and immediately getting to it. Like,
I
there's no way.
think David Gollins would disagree, but
Yeah,
maybe
well,
he's just a bitch, man. I just
David Goggins is a fucking psycho. He ran I think it was like he ran like a 124-mile race that was supposed to be done with a team by himself.
by himself.
124 miles.
Isn't that the same one
It
he
was something
damaged his knees or he
ridiculous.
damaged his hips or something like that? He damaged some body part and he had to have like surgery afterwards.
I, I don't know.
It's a 24-hour race or like marathon.
Let me see.
That's kind of
I'm
crazy.
looking it up right now. Let me see here. Okay, yeah. So I mean everybody knows he tackles endurance stuff, but he entered a 24-hour relay race where participants usually run with friends, 4 to 5 people swapping out miles. While other teams took breaks, Goggins ran the whole thing alone. And it was the Moab 240 on the Bigfoot 200. While not strictly team only, the 200-mile races are often approached with extensive support crews, pacers, and mental reliance on a team. And Goggins did it through minimal support and by himself, setting records. Like, the dude is absurd. But during the 100-mile runs, yeah, he obviously faced physical consequences such as broken bones in his feet, kidney failures, broken
Kidney
like
failure?
it's yeah.
Was he drinking and jogging at the same?
I don't know. He said he had
Oh, sorry, that's
broken
liver.
bones in his
Kidney would
feet.
have something to do with either sugar or blood sugar or water or something like that, right? So
Well,
if
he
you're
said
overworking your body,
broken bones in his feet and kidney failure. And having to continue despite, as he described, he was shitting himself. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's a psycho. All right.
I'm a psycho and I like my
He's not.
Pampers.
He's not an average Joe whatsoever.
I think I don't know. Um, how many alarms do you set?
3.
3. I set like an hour every 10 minutes for like an hour and a half straight, and I still
used to
sleep
do
for all of
that,
them.
but I used to do that. I would set one like every 5 minutes, like 6 to 7 a.m. I would set one like 6:05, 6:10, 6:15, etc. But now I've gotten into a rhythm over time. I mean, my sleep schedule is a little bit messed up because of spring break, but I've been back on it. So generally, by that third alarm, I'm up. Like by 6:10, I'm up and I'm going.
9 o'clock. Who needs 9 o'clock when you have noon?
That's insane. Dude, the last time I woke up at noon was probably like 6 years ago, when I was staying up till like 4 in the morning playing video games or whatever.
Do you ever have
I can't do
chance where
that
you
anymore,
paralyze
man.
demons at night?
Oh yeah, you sleep paralysis demon.
Yeah, they just be in the corner all night talking your ear off.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite flavor? Periwinkle or gumdrop? Like,
I've always wondered what that was like because I've never experienced that before. Actually, I think I have.
there's a tall
was
man sitting in the fetal
really-
position in the corner, jacking off, looking at me.
It was when I was like really young. And I don't know why it still sticks with me, but it was like when I was really young. I want to say I was like Dude, I was like 4 or 5 years old. I still remember it.
Want to talk about it?
I mean, it wasn't anything like crazy, but like I remember.
Was he like sucking on
And
your
the thing
toes or
is, like,
something, or?
no, I don't know if it was a dream or not, but I remember being in my bed
Oh, okay. You're in your bed.
and not being able to move, and it was like a 9 foot, like, black figure was at the edge of my bed and like grabbing onto the edge of it or whatever, and then it was just done. Like I don't, I that's about all I remember. Dude, this was over 20 years ago.
Was her name Tylisha?
No, what the
Okay.
heck?
Did she have braids? No.
No, it was like a monster figure.
Oh,
Uh,
oh. We're getting racial now. Okay,
I think the one that's racial is you, buddy. You're the one taking it there.
Hey, you're talking over here, big black monsters. Okay. Anyways, on to my sleep paralysis childhood story. You ever been wrapped up in a blanket that won't let you go, and you look at the stare at the end of your foot of your bed, and there's two green men like aliens trying to touch your toes, grab your feet because your blanket's
Never
not long
had that
enough,
happen.
and they're staring at you, and then they're checking out your. Give me a stereo name. I need a stereo name like Cosmos, or who makes a stereo like Stony. Jesus Christ, my ears are bleeding.
What?
Okay, we're good. Just a little bit of blood.
What the heck happened?
You were coughing. It was like,
I sneezed.
I
I have allergies, man. It's springtime.
anyways, so they're playing with my stereo, and they keep on looking at me. I think they want my feet. They could probably want something else, like my liver or my kidneys. Those go for a lot in the black market, so I can't blame them. I'm prime meat, young, and they're like staring at me with these big, like beady eyes, kind of like your cat has those oval-looking eyes, and they got the big green
Oh
heads,
yeah, when
and
the
they're
eyes dilate.
typical alien look. Yeah. I don't know.
Sleep paralysis demons are. I don't know why it made me think of when Patrick. The inner working of my mind are an enigma. You gotta put a clip of that. It's so funny.
Send me a clip of that later, and I'll add it in so you guys can see at home.
I can, yes.
Oh God.
Oh, my goodness.
When I think of a paralyzed demon, I think of somebody that can't pronounce English and is doing a fucking podcast right now. That's what I think of. No, I think of
Oh, so us?
me particularly. Us. That's kind of you. I think of the monster from Death Note, not just specifically Death Note the anime, but was it a TV series or a movie
live
they did on
action.
the live action? You remember that Death Note monster? I'll put maybe an image so you guys can see
Oh,
what him.
yeah.
He looks like the perfect sleep
No, that is
paralyzing demon.
When you
like,
think
with
when
the
you
big,
when you think of sleep, yeah, no, yeah. When you think of sleep paralysis demon, that's a good example.
it's I don't. I think my issues for sleeping nowadays aren't like sleep paralyzed and that community or gesture of issues. 'Cause I know a lot of people have that. If you do have that, I wish the best for you. And
I feel like you've got insomnia.
how would you explain
I
insomnia
had
to the crowd?
insomnia for a while.
What's that?
Insomnia is you have trouble going to sleep, or it's hard for you to sleep, or you can't sleep.
I think maybe my father might have that. I don't think I have that. I think I have a really bad habit and bad sleep schedule of just allowing myself to stay up late. And I think the biggest thing, I think a lot of people deal with this, is you go to bed and you want to scroll on Twitter or Instagram on your phone, and that light
Oh,
and
dude,
that
that's a huge thing. So that
persisting,
blue light,
it hits your head, mentally.
it
And
keeps your brain active too.
are you carving wood over there?
Oh, my bad. I
No.
didn't know. My bad.
So
Nah,
here
there was,
making
like,
soap sculptures of a bar soap.
No, there was some like stuff from a sticker that I had put on my keyboard a long
Is
time
they
ago.
still
and it was
doing
some
it?
of the the goop or whatever. My bad.
So I think we can wrap it up here. It's the end of episode 2. There was questions we were going to answer earlier that we're going to answer right now, real quick, about episode 1 and the recap about our audio. We're trying to work on. I'm trying to get a better mic here, and camera quality is okay for now.
Camera
I don't
quality's
want to.
fine for right now, man.
The
I don't
issue
want to.
when you try to get higher camera quality besides a webcam, you're talking cameras and cables and setting up shit could be easily $1,000 if not higher. So I'm not trying to go off the deep end on that type of equipment at the moment. And then obviously audio and
Same boat. It's like that stuff can get expensive too.
exactly. I might implement some type of push to talk to cut out for both of us any extra audios that we might have, as far as keyboard clicking or fans on your computer and whatnot. But and was there any questions on the topics that we had last week, as far as sports and EVs and the future of AI and stuff like that?
I don't think we had any questions, but I think we're gonna cut sports.
I think, yeah, let's just certain, like, a very specific topic on sports that we need to, like, go over real quick.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
We might add just something like brief, if anything major goes on, stuff like that. In general for sports, not just like NFL or something like that, but PGA, NBA, etc. Is there anything missing? Anything I can't think of that I'm blanking on right now?
Like jump cuts.
Jump cuts. I kind of like jump cuts. I guess it depends on like how I set it up and stuff like that. But that's more of just a learning process or experience wise.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm good. I don't have anything else.
Well, thank you for watching episode 2. We'll see you next week in episode 3 about our government and taxes. That's where we're going to start off there. We're going to leave off on that. So if you guys have any comments, concerns, like the video, share it, talk about it to your mother, your father, your grandmother that's in the hospital. But thank you for watching. I've been your host, Patrick, and this is my co-host, Will, on the Respawn Archives. We'll see you next week for episode 2. Ciao.